Oh, this is Creating Cards with Sherry. I'm Sherry, and this is my Tickle Tuesday video. I have to apologize for it coming out late this evening. I've been busy since 7 o'clock this morning. It's just been one of those days where it's one thing after another. I've hardly had any time for rest. So that is why I'm late today. I just ran behind. So this will be up and ready for you, but it is going to be about 45 minutes late. Okay, tonight I am going to show you another template. Uh, um, I don't know how many weeks ago we did a card that just gave a template. In fact, it was this one where it just showed what you could do with a card, and you could put it on top or off to the side, that kind of thing. And then their inside could be like this or like this. All right, and that's just a template for a card that you can use. All right, tonight I'm going to show you another template. All right, this one, I don't have I would use a 5 1/4 by 4 basic white in here, but that would be all. I'm not layering these. This is some designer series paper. In fact, it's the Poetic Expressions. This actually was one whole piece, and so it's 5 1/4 by 4, looked like this, and then along the 5 1/4 edge, I cut 2 inches off and just flipped it over. All right, so you can have it look this way or however you want to do it. You'll want to be careful if you have directional patterns. Do you want these stripes to go that way? Do you want them to go up and down? How are your flowers facing? So you want to make sure that you cut it appropriately for what you're trying to do. So today I'm going to take that template and I'm going to make a card with it. Now, because I'm late, I did a lot of this ahead of time. So I'm just going to talk through it and basically so that you can see how it's done. The inks that I used was the Memento Tuxedo Black, Lost Lagoon, Gray Granite. I'm using Cradled in Love stamp set that is found in our, I think it's in the Celebration catalog. I can't remember. I should have looked it up. I'm sorry. But it's in one of the new catalogs that are out there. And I thought it would be cute to do just a little baby card. And then I also use the stylish shape dies using my mini Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine. And then the colors, I used blending colors. The blends, I used Bubble Bath, Pool Party, Lost Lagoon, and Pecan Pie. All right, the other thing that I did is I used the Take Your Pick tool, Crafter Tips. And I took this one off and put on this X-Acto knife tool. And I'll show you what I did with that. I'm trying to get it out so I can show it to you. There we go. And it's just like an X-Acto knife. All right. So here we go. I'm going to take my 5 1/4 by 4 and put it on the inside right away, my basic white. Oh, yeah, all sorts of things here that are just loose, and now they're getting stuck on everything. Okay, come on, guys. All right. Now, since I did this card vertically, I'm going to do this one horizontally. All right. So I took the 5 1/4 by 4, and then along the 5 1/4 edge, I cut 2 inches off. And that's going to allow me to place my pieces. And it's just one designer series paper sheet, and I just flip it over. It's real easy. Okay. All right. Then what I did is I stamped all the images that I wanted. Everything was basically stamped in the black memento, except for the um, sentiment that I used, the Lost Lagoon. And what I did is I stamped it, then I colored it, and then I fussy cut it because there aren't any dies that go with this. So here we have our carpet and our cradle, and I am going to use my multi-purpose glue and just get these legs so that they will stay on the carpet. You can see by the stamp that there's some lines that are missing. That's so that you have room to put your legs in there. Okay, now you will see that part of this crib is cut out by the legs. I cut it out by the legs so that in the real world you can see the background through those legs. Now, if I really wanted to spend time, I would have cut out these other pieces to show the back of the crib as well. But I didn't want to spend all that time doing that because that would have been that would have meant that this video would have been a lot later. So I just showed you with the legs as to what you can do with that X-Acto knife to make it more realistic. And I thought it turned out okay. Let's see here. Right. Then with my Stampin' Dimensionals, I'm just going to lay this down. Right here in the middle. And then I'm going to take that for the little one. And then I'm going to use my mini Stampin' Dimensionals for these smaller items. Now this one still is not mini enough. So what I'm going to do is I am going to take my scissors here and I'm going to cut one of those pieces in half so that it will fit on that bottle and raise it up just the way I want it to. All right. Then can't pick it. These pieces are really small. All right, then I'm going to use this other half over here towards the trunk. I know I won't get it on the trunk because the trunk is even more narrow than that. But I'll stick it on the one end and then I'll put another piece there for my little stuffed elephant. We have the elephant. And that's our card. Very simple, very nice. And it's just a sweet little baby card. And I've had fun doing it. It does take a while, especially if you're going to use the X-Acto knife or fussy cut everything. But I've seen cards where they've just stamped it on a basic white and then matted it with DSP paper and that sort of thing. So you can do that too. I just chose to do it a little different. All right. So this is our template. One piece of DSP paper, cut it 2 inches, flip it over so that you have two different sides that you're looking at, and there's your cards. All right. Thank you so much for joining me today. If you give me some time so that I can get my blog together, because that's the next thing. But I will get all the dimensions and products on my blog so that you can create your own. All right. And if you do want to purchase any products, you can go right ahead and go to Creating Cards with Sherry.stampitup.net and order your products there. Again, thanks for joining me. You have a great evening, and I will see you Sunday for my Simple Sunday video. Bye now.